Bonjour Virgo and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing your messages from your ancestors for the month of June. So I hope you are all doing well and that you've had a good month so far. Now, as always, please do bear in mind those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and just drop the rests. And if you'd like a bigger picture, or if you know you resonate better with your moon, Venus and rising signs, then do check those tarot readings out as well. So what do we have for my Virgo querents for the month of June, please? What do they need to hear from their ancestors? I think that's about right. Okay, so we have card 34, the lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. So 34 reduces to number 7. This is the number of self-evaluation and of confidence that stems from experience. You then have card 45, repairing the veil, forgiveness. Now 45 diminishes to 9, which is a number of attainment or achievement. And finally we have number 10, deep diver, diving into a task. So you have clear progression in your numbers here. It goes from 7, which is experience, confidence, to number 9, which is the attainment, achievement, and number 10, which is the completion, the end of the cycle. Beautiful energies. Let me put my deck on the side. So, the lay of the land, the ancestral wisdom. This card may refer to a few things. In my ancestors' messages, to me, this is your ancestors directly telling you, we are trying to give you messages, we are trying to contact you. Take the time out, be open to receive our messages, through synchronicities, or as it can always be, like lyrics from a song, something you read in the paper, something you hear on the TV, a billboard, whatever the case may be. Be open to that. The other thing I'd say is that if you are not living on the land of your ancestors, the country or the town where your family originates from, this may be an invitation to go there to gain some, much needed grounding power. The other thing it can also represent is if you are lucky enough to have grandparents still alive or great-grandparents, they may have wisdom, knowledge to give you that's going to help you, because there needs to be some healing needs to occur. The card of forgiveness, repairing the veil. So there may be someone who you need to forgive, or they need to forgive you, and your ancestors can help you do so. Or, as I said, the grandparents, take what resonates, but there needs some mending, some healing needs to occur. It may also be one of your ancestors reaching out because they haven't finished karma and they would like you to offer forgiveness. If this is a long feud, between neighbors, or families that have been living in a place for a very long time, and you have descendants and so on, it may be a call for this too. So take what resonates. And the advice is to go for it completely. Diving into a task, heart, soul and spirit, going into it completely open. Look at the body language here, completely open. The heart chakra is open, the throat chakra is open, which is very important for communication. And for this forgiveness to happen, the throat chakra is very important, because the throat chakra is your energy center for communication. So I'm talking about speaking, obviously speaking your truth, but also listening to what others have to say and heeding what they've got to say. So I see the base chakra color here in the dark red, to ground yourself. As I said, you may feel the need to visit where your family originated from, to feel the ground and feel that connection. And then the blue is to do with the throat chakra and communication, and really going for it and being very open about it. And then you've got these beautiful yellow colors, of warmth like the sun. Beautiful message. So I'm going to delve into this message with the tarot now. clarify those messages for my Virgo querents, please. I think that's about right. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. We then have the Knight of Swords. And then the Seven of Pentacles. Let me move this. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy supporting you, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, that's a beautiful energy. So we've got 50-50 here in the energies. You've got two Pentacles cards and you have two Swords cards. Now, the Pentacles represent the physical realm, so it may be something to do with home life or work life. It could be, for instance, this forgiveness may need to occur with family members. If it's work, it could be with co-workers, with a boss, whatever the case may be. 9, as I said to you, which you have right here as well, is a number of attainment and achievement. The 9 of Pentacles is a beautiful energy of someone who's worked hard, who invested the time and effort to develop their skills, to see something through a project. And they are now prosperous and stable and abundant. If we're talking financially, this is having enough to pay your bills and having some savings, not needing anyone's support for that. But it can also just represent, you know, this confidence that you gain through hard work and having your work recognized and being well compensated for it, and, as I said, recognized for it. So this is a beautiful energy supporting you. I'm also getting a very specific message, which I have to say. This is also saying do things for yourself, even if other people do not agree with you. That's just for some of you. So if someone, because that's not a traditional meaning, but I have to mention it, because the Nine of Pentacles have an independent energy due to the you know, stability and power that you get from having worked hard and being self-established, this card here may well say that you are thinking about forgiving somebody, or someone is coming to you and asking for forgiveness, and you may have people around you who are going to disagree with this. Maybe they said to you that what happened was unforgivable. That's an example. This Nine of Pentacles is saying you stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need people to tell you how to think or what to do. This is a very specific message for someone out there. So under the lay of the land's ancestral wisdom, we have the Four of Swords. You have 2 Swords cards. Now these represent the mental realm. So this is the knowledge you acquire, the truths that are exposed or revealed, and this is also, you know, your views on the world, any thoughts and ideas you have. 4 is strong foundation and stability. So the Four of Swords talks about taking the time out to have this mental stability, to think things through. And then, you know, there are layers to the cards. It doesn't always mean that, but this is what I'm getting very clearly here, is taking the time out to reflect and acquire this mental stability. Because after that you have the Knight of Swords. Now Swords energy as well is air energy, so it's very swift, it's the fastest of the 4 suits. And the Knights represent things moving forwards or action being taken, you know, like you taking things into your own hands. And obviously there are no genders attached, this is a general reading. So the Knight of Swords is someone who has all of the resources he needs, the facts and so on, and who just goes for it, for whatever it is. So it could be someone coming to you with an offer, an apology, and someone asking you to forgive them. Or it could be you, once you've got the wisdom from your ancestors because you retreated. I did say at the beginning, you know, that they're trying to contact you, and we can only get messages from our ancestors, from Spirit or God, when we give ourselves the mental space for it. And the Four of Swords is that. It's taking the time out to think things through, and, you know, it's that moment that you need. So once you have this, you may decide that you are ready to go forward and ask for forgiveness if it's the case. You know, you can reverse the roles as I've just explained. But this is swift energy. I would just say be careful with the words that are being used, because sometimes the swords, well, they cut, so they can be a bit brash, and that's just because they're factual. There's no emotions in that, it's just factual things. So there's just, you know, that little caveat for thinking about carefully about the words you use, or if it's someone coming your way, not get offended or hurt by the kind of language they use, because they're just factual. It doesn't mean that they don't feel. And then under the deep diver, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which 7 you have here as well. So you've got 2 9s and 2 7s. 7 is self-evaluation, it's confidence gained by experience. So Pentacles being the physical realm, this is really looking at the time and effort you've invested into something, and, you know, wondering if it was worth the effort. And I will tell you this, the Seven of Pentacles has this connotation of patience being needed. So this is really saying, be yourself, do what needs to be done, take the time out, someone will come towards you, or you will then be armed with all the facts to then go for this forgiveness, and it will complete the cycle, but it may take a little bit of time, because the Seven of Pentacles does show a little bit of impatience to see the results. That's all that this is. So can we have some final messages for my Virgo Aquarians, please? Sorry, that's little Odin sighing. I think this one wanted to come out, so I'll take it. So the one that wanted to come out was 24, protection. Beautiful. 24 reduces to number 6, which is harmony after something challenging. And this is literally your ancestors saying to you, we're protecting you, do not be afraid. You know, when you're mending whatever was broken, forgiveness is not always easy to ask for or to receive, but you are protected, and it's all going to be fine. And the final energy you have is focus. Okay, so 14 is 5, change, challenges, and you're going to need mental focus in order to achieve this. As I said, you've got 2 swords energies, which are mental energies. So this is to do with the 4 swords here, reinforcing the fact that you need to take the time out and be very focused. Do not let people lead you astray is another thing I'm hearing. Don't allow people to influence you, is what I'm hearing. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for your time. I always appreciate it. I wish you a beautiful month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.